Hi everybody, welcome to today's floss tube. It is Sunday, March 26th, and my name's Doreen. This is Privies and Prims, and one day I will sit down and do the video to explain how I got that name for my business. But anyway, it has to do with outhouses and primitives. So today I'm going to start with some fully finishes. These are FFOs. And before that, I want to apologize first of all because my last video, my last floss tube, I blew my nose on camera. I totally did not mean to leave that in the video. I meant to edit it out, but I ended up working on that video till like midnight, and I was so tired, and I had to edit it like 3 different times because things got corrupted, and then I had to upload it again, and I totally missed that edit of me blowing my nose. So I do apologize for that. That is not normal behavior for a floss tube. So moving forward, I will go into my fully finishes, FFOs. This is one that I showed you that I was going to do a punch needle. This is a Brenda Gervais pattern, and it is out of print because it's punch needle. There's the back. And I got these labels for it, and I'll tell you about those in just a minute. It's an iron-on label. Whoops. And it's just sitting on there. So this is a zinc lid, and this is called reindeer moss, and I got it at Dollar Tree, Christmas time, so I don't know if they still have it. But I had debated on how to fully finish this. I was going to put it on a little oiling can, but I think I like it just sitting in here. So I did leave a hole at the bottom in case I want to do it in the oil can, but I think I'm going to leave it just sitting in there. So I put wool on the back and I hand stitched it. I guess you can see those little whip stitches. I hand stitched it around and then stuffed it with fiberfill. And then I had this ribbon already, and I just dipped it in some coffee and put just a glue spot back here and one right under here to keep it in place. The button is a vintage button, and it still had the threads in it, so I just put a little bit of glue on that and hold that on there. So I'm real happy with that one. And the next one this is from Primitive Stitchin', and she's on Etsy. Tisket a Tasket, Eggs for My Basket. Now this I started right before I went on my trip. I worked on it on my trip, and then I completely finished stitching when I got home, but a lot of it was already done. I machine stitched this. This is the backing. Well, it looks really red. It's not red at all. Well, it is red, but it's not that bright red. It's actually Civil War reproduction fabric, I believe, from the quilt shop. So that is a piece of wool that because I slit the back to stuff it with the fiberfill, and then I blanket stitched the wool on there, and then I ironed on my label. The rickrack, I had talked in my last video about using the turquoise stuff that I bought, and I didn't use either one of them. This is a lot paler than it looks here. It's a very pale, like baby blue, and then I coffee stained it. And then I had some old buttons that I put on here with a rusty safety pin that matched the color of the eggs. I did do a little bit of color changing on this in the flowers because I'm using coffee stained fabric. I always pretty much, maybe I might use something else because someone's giving me some fabric, but for now most of these are Osnaburg, and I coffee stained it, and then I'm stitching 2/2. So the colors don't always show up on that. So I have to change the colors sometimes. And like the eggs, I think one of them was supposed to be like it's almost like a beige, and it wasn't going to show up. So I did it's kind of a mauve pink, which is more what this is than what you're seeing. It's, even if I go back there, because I've got sunlight coming in the window, but it's definitely not bright red. I will put a still shot at the end, and maybe that'll show it better. And then my third one, the one that took me forever to stitch, is this one. This is also Brenda Gervais. Oh, this one you can get on Etsy. This is Brenda Gervais, and I'm sorry, it's not Brenda Gervais. It's Not Forgotten Farm. This is Lori Brecklin, Not Forgotten Farm, and I got it on her Etsy shop. It is a retired pattern, but she brought it back, and it is print only. You cannot get it as a PDF. So I was going to put this in a frame. as I showed on my Instagram and Facebook, the frame was this one. So I put it, of course, it would have filled it up. It's an 8x10 frame. And I love the frame. I love the way it's distressed, which I'm not sure how good you can see it here. I got it at a thrift store, so there's no backing or anything to it. And I said I was going to paint the frame, and everybody said, no, you know, they like the frame the color that it is. Well, it's black. There's no black in this, and I like things to match. This right here is dark brown. There is no black. Even her eye was supposed to be black, and I did it dark brown. So this is all browns and natural colors. I didn't want to put it with a black frame. So while I was deciding what color to paint the frame, I went to see what kind of stuff I had in the closet, and someone gave me this in 2020 during COVID, because I remember they left it on the table outside. They were camping, and they said they would give it to me, and they left it on the picnic table outside their camper for me to get it so we would have no contact. So that was in 2020, and I had just had it stashed. Now, it was not painted. It was just a natural color wood. What I did was painted blue paint on it and then wiped it off. Now, while I made this, I did a tutorial, a short tutorial. It's pretty basic and simple, but some people might want to see the tutorial, and I will post that separately, probably in a couple days. So then I spray painted it with clear spray paint to seal it, put the raffia around, and just glued a little button on there. And on the back, I laced it. So I was going to use double stick tape on here, but I didn't have to. Lacing it held it in place. And then I ironed one of my labels on, but it wasn't coffee stained yet. So I used a paintbrush and put some coffee stain, and you can see a little bit got on the fabric, but that's okay. I don't mind. It's on the back. It's all the more primitive, right? So this is actually staying in place. This lace someone gave me, a friend of mine just gave me just a couple weeks ago. She said, hey, I have this lace. You might be able to need it, use it for something. So it worked out perfect. So that is that. And I love how this, you can see it's pretty tall. So now my debate is, do I drill a hole in it and hang it with raffia? This is going somewhere in my camper. I have to find a spot for it, even though my camper's tiny. That's what I made it for, because this color will match my camper. So I have to decide, do I want to drill a hole and hang it with raffia, or do I want to put a sawtooth hanger on the back? I'm just not sure. So tell me in the comments what you think, if it would look okay with a hole drilled and then raffia to hang it with. Another thing I noticed, now I have only been stitching, I just realized I don't have my glasses on. I've only been stitching counted cross stitch since like Christmas time. And I use knots on the back, and it never mattered because I was always doing things like this. Well, this is the first thing I did flat. And then I just noticed the other day, you can see when the sun shines, you see all those bumps? It's very bumpy. I guess if I had put, I did put interfacing on the back, so I guess it's too late. But if I had put quilt batting on the back, then maybe the bumps wouldn't show. I don't know, but now I have to do the other methods that I've seen. I've seen the methods. I know about them. I was just being lazy and doing a knot, but now I know I can't do that. So I'm not going to worry about this, because this is one of my beginner projects. So I will just cherish it as it is. But just a hint for you, if you're a beginner, don't use knots on something that you're going to use flat. On something like this, you don't even see a single knot because it's stuffed. So those are my fully finishes, my FFOs. Love it. This is Lori Brecklin, Not Forgotten Farm. This is Primitive Stitching without the G on Etsy. And this one is Brenda Gervais, out of print. So, okay, had to go and get my glasses on. Now I can see better. Okay. The labels I wanted to tell you about. I bought them on Etsy. This is the company right there. And another YouTuber recommended them, and I think it was the Camping Stitcher. I think on FlossTube. I think the Camping Stitcher recommended these, and they come I order them in a whole sheet that I can cut myself. You can order them already cut. So what I did is, and I'll insert some pictures, I cut them in strips, but then I just took the strip with some tongs and just dipped it in my jar of instant coffee mix, and then laid it on a piece of tin foil to dry overnight, and this is how it comes out. So I have a picture here of right after I dipped them, and then after they were dry. And then when you cut them, they're just this size, and it has a peel off backing that you peel off, and then you just lay it where you want it on your piece, and then you iron it and hold the iron down for a few seconds. And that is that for the labels. Now, I don't know if she does this all the time, but there is a card in here to get 10% off on my next order. But here is her information. Hold that there for a minute. It's tiny, but it's called Ever Emblem. That's what it's called. I didn't look to see if she had natural colored ones that were already darker or if they were all white, but I just figured since I already had these, I'd just go ahead and coffee stain them. 2 freebies I have for you that I found online. Forgot to show these last time. This is Sub Rosa Blogspot. It's a freebie on her Blogspot. Happy Easter. We're running out of time now for Easter. This one is also Sub Rosa, and it says Welcome Spring, and I'm not sure if I showed this before. That's a cute little one with the bunnies. Real simple. After doing this dress on this one, which I felt like took me forever and ever, something like this would be welcome. And I forgot to tell you on this. This dress was supposed to come down to here and then go all the way out, and all that be filled in with dress. And you would just see a little bit of the bloomers on the bottom. Well, I got tired of stitching the dress, and I'm a monogamous stitcher, and I almost gave up on it. I even got another pattern out, and I was going to start it, but I pushed through, and I got it done, and I did not give up. But what I did is I cheated. I shortened the dress, and then I lengthened the bloomers. So even though I had to stitch more bloomer, I didn't have to fill all this in and out to the sides because it would have came out pretty far. So it still saved me a lot of stitching and got it done faster. And there were color changes on that also. The next thing I'm going to be stitching is this one. I'm probably going to start it tonight. That one. Nice and simple, small, no big fill-in areas. And that is, she's on Etsy. That is the designer of this one. So it only has 4 colors of DMC. So I think that's what's going to be stitched tonight. And this is what the coffee stained Osnaburg looks like with nothing on it. I got it on Amazon. It was, and I can put the link down below in the description. I think it was $5 and something a yard, and I believe I bought like 3 yards of it because I can't afford the linens, the expensive linens. And I love the primitiveness of this. And this designer is actually the one that suggested it because she told me that that's what she stitched on, or I would have never even thought of that. So the other day when I was stitching, I started looking on YouTube because I am a newbie. And I thought, why is this taking me so long to do this dress? Maybe I'm not doing it right. So I looked up a video of how to do cross stitch, you know, the actual stitching. So what I was doing is what is called the what this person on YouTube called it is oh gosh, poke and pull. She called it poke because you went down and then pull it up, and then down and then pull up. So, you know, you're going underneath and then pulling up from the top. So that's the way I've been stitching all along. And then she talked about another way that was called the sewing method, which I'd seen before, but I kind of forgot about it. So I started doing the sewing method on the dress on that rabbit, and it was so much faster. So that's probably what was taking me so long, is because of the method that I was doing it. Well, let me see if I can explain this. So I had my finger under it like this, and I'm pushing the fabric up with my finger to get to do the sewing method like this. Well, it's kind of healed now, but the end of this finger was all little teeny tiny holes, and it was all red and sore by the end of the first night. So I thought, okay, I'm doing something wrong. So I posted it on Facebook, is this normal? And the girls in the group said that, what kind of needle was I using? Well, I don't know. I just pick up a needle. So apparently I was using a pointy needle, and I need to use a tapestry needle. And I know about the ballpoint ones and all that stuff. So I know about all the different needles, but they said I needed to use like a blunt end needle. So I went to Walmart and I bought the DMC tapestry needles. So the other thing I bought for my finger, which they didn't have them for fingers, I looked for a thimble. The only thing they had at Walmart was the old style metal thimble, which I didn't want to use. So then I went to the pharmacy department at Walmart, and I looked for finger things. They didn't have any, but I did find these for toes, and it's like a gel toe caps, and this is what it looks like. And then I know it reminds you of something else, but we won't talk about that. So it just slips on your finger, and it's so soft and comfortable. And you forget it's even there. Well, one time as I'm pushing up with my finger, I stitched right through it, and because it's just like rubber. But anyway, my finger's healing now, and I think I can start to do it without pressing the needle into my finger. But just in case you come up with that same situation, these work, and they're in Walmart in the pharmacy department where the foot stuff is. And then I also, when I got home, I looked on Amazon for finger protectors, and there's all kinds of stuff on there. So if I still have a problem, and this has 2 in it, so if they wear out, I'll go and find something different. So I think that is that. Let me get you my haul, because I went shopping yesterday, and I'll show you what I got. Okay, so I went to a little town in Tennessee called Elizabethton, and I went with a friend, and we went in antique stores and went out to lunch. So there were many stores that I had never walked around the town before, and I've been here almost 2 years. It's about maybe a half hour from me. So I found many shops that I will be returning to, and I'm not really a shopper, but these had things that I really liked. So this is one thing that I bought, and I could make this. I used to make signs like this all the time, and I probably have 200 to 300 stencils, because I would cut them with my Silhouette Cameo. But this was $10. So rather than get out, the saw, the sander, the paint, the stencil maker, and all that stuff, I just paid the $10. It was $10.95, and then it was on sale 10% off. So that was actually in an antique mall. And I got this, which is this cool old rusty basket. I might use it with the, the little pillows in it. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but my other thought was, if I did a punch needle, I could use it like this, because it will sit up on a shelf or a table, and I could put a punch needle in here. So either way, that was $9. So I thought that was very unique. And then I got this for my camper, which is kind of funny, but when I camp, I'm usually with the same people, and I've been camping with these people since 2016. I'm in 4 different vintage camper groups, but we all go to the same groups. So sometimes you just have to, when you're at a rally, you just have to stop and take a break and take a nap. And I found this in a quilt store. It's machine embroidery, and because of the color, and there's no baby in my camper, but I just thought it would kind of be like a joke at the same time, because I know everybody that would be coming up and knocking on my door. Hopefully I know them. And it was $4. So it's very well done. And I was going to ask for a special one that says quiet time resting or something like that, but I just decided that this would kind of be funny to get that. And then I just got some little cards. And this, I have never seen anything like this. This shop I will definitely be going back to. Look at this. It's like, it's like clay, and it was only $12.95, and it's big. But it's some kind of clay. And I'm going to guess, because the remnants of that sticker, that it's from a wholesale company and not like a local artist, because it had a barcode on it. And then these things at the top. So she said she had different ones in different shapes and colors, and this is the last one that's left. But when I saw $12.95, I had to grab it. It's like not even straight. It's totally primitive, and I love it. I don't know where I'm going to put it, what I'm going to do with it, but I love it. That is my haul. And now it's time to get to a giveaway. This week's giveaway is going to be this. I know I won't make it anymore because the dress about killed me. Certainly not really killed me, but you know, I lost patience on it many times. It does have notes in it because I did color changes. So I have things like here, like where I wrote on it. I put like little lines next to, I'll show you just part of it. You can see I just put like little lines down here, like to show that I had done that row, and because I would lose track. So other than that, I mean, it's perfectly good. It's perfectly usable. And if anybody wants this, we are going to put the name Lori, Lori, because Lori Brecklin designed this one. So use that in your comment, the word Lori, if you are interested in winning this. I will give it away next week. Do not use the word giveaway. Do not use the word win or prize. You must be 18 and you must live in the United States because of shipping prices. So that is the giveaway for this week. So I'm going to insert here the winners from last week's video, and congratulations to all of you. I'm going to put my email address here. Get in touch with me, especially the winner of the basket, because I know Easter's coming up really fast and I want to get that out to you. So my question for the week. My question for this week is, how did you find my channel? How did you find out about me? And just also let you know I am on Instagram. I'll put that here. I am on Facebook. It's just Privies and Prims. And then, of course, here on YouTube. So let me know in the comments, how did you find out about my channel? And if you are interested in winning this, include the word Lori somehow in a sentence, or just put it in there. So I'm going to insert the giveaways here, and congratulations to all the winners. And I will see you next week. Happy stitching, everybody. Bye. I do want to remind everyone that to win any of my giveaways, you must be a public subscriber. I'm going to insert a picture here of what your channel page should look like. Even though you don't do videos, you still have a channel page. And I should be able to see all the videos that you're subscribed to. If I can't see that, then I'm sorry, but you don't qualify to win the prizes, because the prizes, the giveaways are for my subscribers in appreciation for them watching the videos and subscribing. So I need to be able to see, to verify that you are a subscriber. So this is how it should look here. And if yours does not look like that, but you know that you're subscribed, that means your settings are private, and you'll need to go into your settings and change them. And I do have directions on my community tab, and it tells you how to change them so that you can make your settings public. All right, that's it, everybody. Good luck. See ya. Bye. Okay, the first one we're going to pick is for the basket. And here we go. And the winner is Debbie Miller. And she wrote, I am mostly a one stitch at a time person. Basket, enjoyed your video. Thank you. So congratulations, Debbie. Get in touch with me. You are the winner of the little Easter basket. Okay, the next one is for the hen pattern. And we'll see who the winner is. Here we go. I think there were 10 people in this one. Barb Miller is the winner. I too am mostly a monogamous stitcher. That being said, I'm about to start a fairly involved sampler. I will probably do a few smalls in between. If I had too many starts, I would probably never finish anything. Love the cabin, house, and hoop. Halloween is always fun to stitch. The magazine can be hit or miss. Deaners has been one of our favorites when in Lancaster. Thank you for thinking of your subscribers. You are welcome, Barb, and thank you for watching. And I love Deaners. If anyone's ever in Lancaster County, definitely check them out. Okay, this one is for the snowman pattern. And there were 13 entries for that one. And the winner is Joni Reinhardt. What a sweet snowman. I would love to stitch Whitaker. Congratulations on 2,000 subscribers. Thank you, Joni, and thank you for subscribing. Okay, this one is for the Brenda Gervais pattern. I have to pick another winner because the first one that I picked was not a public subscriber. So that's very important. So let's pick another winner and see who we get. And the winner this time is Linda Radford. She wrote magazine, house, hen, Brenda, hoop, cabin. I have checked my subscriber status on my end and it shows as public. Yes, she did have some trouble with that, but it is all fixed now. And she says, thank you for the opportunity. I am a monogamous stitcher, because I love to see the completed project. That's exactly how I feel. However, I don't get them fully finished because I don't have those types of supplies on hand, and I have limited access to them in my small town, and I don't go shopping out of town very often. I like to see the products versus online shopping because I don't have experience with finishing. Congratulations. Thank you, Linda, and I'm so glad you got everything fixed and you won the Brenda Gervais pattern. So get in touch with me and I'll get it in the mail for you. This one is for the Three Sheep Studio House pattern, and we'll see who the winner is. Nanette McDougall Dykes. Always fun watching you. That tiger is amazing. The house is so cute, and the hen is cute too. Brenda is amazing designer. Hoop, love that snowman. Thank you, Nanette, and get in touch with me and I will get your package out to you. This one is for the World of Cross Stitching magazine with the tiger on the front. And we will see who the winner is. There were only 3 entries in this one, and Teresa, I want to say Chuckle, but I'm not sure if that's how you say it. She says, congrats on 2,000 subscribers. Way to go. Thank you, Teresa. Enjoyed catching up with you today, seeing your finish and whips. Love the color of floss for the rabbit dress. I stitch in hand sewing method, which you'll see in this video, Teresa. You'll notice that I just started doing that. I am a monogamous stitcher because I love to finish my projects, but I do have a few starts. Halloween is fun time for the kids to dress up like a tiger and carry their basket full of goodies. Brenda loved winter because she would make a snowman every year. Enjoyed seeing everyone's projects and the flowers. Beautiful cabin. Have a wonderful evening and happy stitching. Thank you, Teresa. Get in touch with me. This one is for the Halloween Cross Stitch magazine. And we'll see who the winner is on this one. Barb Miller. So you have won something else. So you get the hen pattern and the Halloween magazine. Thank you, Barb. This one is for the Primitive Quilts and Projects magazine, and the keyword was magazine. And there were 11 entries. And the winner is Joy. And I don't know how to say your last name. Belangia says, I love Primitive Quilts magazine. Yes, I do too. There just wasn't anything in this one that I wanted to make. And I do have another one to give away later. So get in touch with me, Joy, and I will get this in the mail to you. Thank you. Okay, this one is for the hoop, and it was the most popular because there were 22 comments. Connie, I'm not even going to try to say your last name. Sorry, I can't read that one. Says, hi, Doreen. I was wondering what count of fabric you used for the cute bunny. And what I use is Osnaburg. And I'm told it's comparable to 22 count linen. And then she says, I also love the cute little basket. I'm turning into doing one project at a time. I've got too many different projects and it's getting overwhelming. I can totally understand that. And then she wrote magazine, Halloween, tiger, house, hen, Brenda, hoop, and cabin. So congratulations, Connie. You won the hoop. That was the most popular item, and I'm not sure how I'm going to package it, but get in touch with me with your email and I will get it out to you. Thank you. Okay, this one was a little sneaky. I stuck a pattern in at the end and I put it just with a picture without anything saying about it verbally, with me saying anything. So I snuck this in at the end just to see who watched till the end, and I said use the word cabin as a keyword. And we had some people do it. So thank you to those that watched all the way to the end. And I will do that once in a while. I'll just slip something in there. And let's see who the winner is. And it is Leslie Ferry. I have 5 cross stitch patterns going right now. I couldn't handle the stress of many more. I definitely like to complete a task started. That's exactly how I feel, Leslie. But I know that other people enjoy the other way, so we each can do what makes us happy. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Leslie, for watching till the end, and all those that put the keyword cabin. And thank you just for all of my subscribers, all the new ones, all the ones that have been following all along. So congratulations to you all, and send me an email and I'll get these out to you.